344 out of Glenwood Springs, Colorado. This is Timothy Boyle. Primary driver is Ryan Boyle. This is the 5.9 liter Cummins inline 6-cylinder diesel engine powering the C diesel sprinkler. It's the Salty Box. Bob Murphy is an alternate driver. Crew chief is Adam Rogers. Crew includes Ryan Milliken, Rob Murphy, Sarah Lovett, Chris Jensen, Ryan Boyle, Jason Simpson, and Dave White. Sponsored by Hot Shot Secret, S&S Diesel, and Vibrant. He is apparently underway. First speed 228.948 at the 2 mile, up to 272 at the 2 1/4, and at the 3 cooking, looking nice. At the 3, 287.353, and he's moving, looking for 317 to qualify. Mile 4, 315. Ooh, he's on the door here, going the doorstep. 315.008. Number 5, mile 5 just should do it. He stays on the power out here. There it is, 329.386. Good run, qualifying run there. 329.386. .333 was his exit speed. Nice run. Congratulations to the Salty Box team. Timothy Boyle, the owner. Ryan doing the driving. Congratulations to the crew. Put together a good run this time. That's wonderful. Nice qualifying run. They're after their own record of 317.065. Adam Rogers set that record last year at World of Speed. Up on the first number 1 will be the Carter's Family Flyer, 7272. All right, 7272. That was a nice qualifying run for that diesel streamliner. Carter Family Flyer. Harold and Glenn Carter, the owners, out of Victorville, California. Last stop before El Cajon Pass there on the way to LA. Primary driver is Harold E. Carter, with Glenn listed as a secondary driver. The crew chief is whoever isn't driving. Crew members, they have none, and none. No listed. Carters have a record of sorts here. They have been racing at the Salt with a race car probably more years than anybody, consecutive years. What was that number he gave me? then they're after the Bobby Moore record of 2:53.632. That's a record that goes clear back to 2006 at the speed week. Course number 3, run by the 460, 250cc, 5.9.7. And up next on course 3 is 317. It's a 500cc. Terry Florianczyk is the owner and driver of this machine. Needs a 121 to qualify. Wind is 11 miles an hour from the west-southwest. Kind of a tailwind for course number 3. On course number 2, the wind is from the north-northeast. We'll just have to say it's variable. It's certainly switching around a lot. Carter's Family Flyer. Carol doing the driving this time. And looks like there's no start. We'll just switch through there. Had to do a little course sweep over on course number 2. Having some sort of a green issue. Might have come up that last car there. maybe it was even course number 1 had a debris issue. Cubic inches of Chevrolet motor powering this 1993 Chevrolet Corvette. Class A modified to Victorville, California. Turning out 4 o'clock. Next vehicle. Grant Speranza to mile number 2 at 145.432. 171 at 2/4. Mile 3 was 176.433. And mile 4, 187.85. Mile 5 time was 196. Driving the Hydromax Streamliner, JCV Hydromax Streamliner. Classified that as a AA blown gas Streamliner. Current record in that class is 348.342. And he came a nice run yesterday, 2:30 at about 2 something. 2, it was a 241.980 up to 274.410 at the 2 And that's our position here. Mile number 3 at 287.145 through to mile 4 at 286.3 with the shootout. Time. His fastest was 287.145 at the 3. Congratulations to Andy Green for a nice run here. This is the about the 4th run for this vehicle.
There it is, 236.452. To an exit speed of 238.
Streamliner. Class record is 348.342. 400 was here at Test and Tune last month and made a lot of runs over 300, so they were doing quite well. Hoping that would translate to some big success here at Speed Week. AA blown gas streamliner. Record in that class was still held by Al Rosenbaum, driving
Does the audio sound a little better? I got a microphone down below the wind.
Streamliner at 348.342. Vehicle was built by Drazier. Runs a Dart engine. This is talking about the 400 car. Sponsored by Chick, Cozy's, Les Leggett. Owned by Dick Clark and Ron Hall. Out of Gardnerville, Nevada. And the driver at this meet will be Patrick Clark. He had a previous run here, was at 317 was the best speed on that run at the 5. Looking at 348 is the record that they're chasing here. See if they can get up to that speed this time. Coming up. Still nothing on course number 2. Green problem on course number 3 is not yet run. So we're kind of keeping you up to date here.
Power, this is Fresh coming.
Go ahead, Fresh.
I had to leave my position for a second and solve some other problems. You could figure out how to get hold of Kate and Keys over here and have a conversation for a moment. That was great.
Gotcha. Kaden is on course 2 helping with the wire issue. Once he's done with the wire issue, I will ask him to pick up the position so you can turn. Thank you.
Wire cutters for the win.
Tuesday.
Okay, looks like course number 2 is back underway. Yeah, got all of their timing issues sorted out. Bike 899 on course number 3, the 1000cc altered vintage bike, had a run of, I guess this is right, 19 miles an hour.
I'm on my way to relieve fresh and clear reverse.
$19 miles an hour was the speed on that 899 motorcycle. Why, if that was a long course vehicle, 5 miles would take literally 15 minutes. On course 1, there it is. Blown fuel modified mini pickup. This is the Chuckles garage entry.
Chuckles.
Mile 2 was a 173.053. 199 at 2 1/4. Mile 5 over 200, 205.594. Up again, 221.054 at the 4. Needs a 239 to qualify. Is that possible in the 5? That'd be a long ways to go. Not quite. Mile 5 was a 224.393. Falling short of that 239 that he needed. That was the blown fuel modified mini pickup driven by Scott Birdsall. The Chuckles garage entry needing a 239 to qualify.
Here we go.
actually be a better view. This might be the three-wheeled motorcycle coming up here. No? Well, there's a couple of them. There's a couple of bikes coming up. Yep, this is the three-wheeled one coming up. There you go. So now we can see the down leg a little bit more. Even with the binoculars we got, we can't see the end of the course.
Bike 1033 on course 2 had a speed of 149.393 at mile 2 and a 148.114 at mile 3. Mentioned that earlier. Next vehicle on course 2 will be bike 841. Sidecar vintage fuel motorcycle, Folly Andrasak Racing. Past record is only 93.898. That was on course 2. Danny Thompson coming up next on in the Ferguson liner here on course number 1. Horse number 3, bike 575, 100cc, special construction. It's the Trimax Speedsters. A. McMurray is the driver. Class record is 103.329.
Copy that.
So far, Thompson in the Ferguson liner has run the fastest he's run so far was about a 370 at mile 4. That was day before yesterday. So we'll see how he does today, but this would be a shootout for fastest time of the meet too at this point. I think that honor goes to Strasburg at 383, I believe. Danny Thompson in the Ferguson liner was a turnout. I see him just pulling over here about the 2 3/4 here, pulling up to the return road. Darn it. Next vehicle on course number 1 will be 7707. Hay blown fuel rear modified roadster. This is Jeff Stillwell. The Stillwell 7707 entry. Record in class is 289.239. Course number 3, 552, is a modified vintage gas motorcycle. Red Hot Racing Suguru Murakami. 125 is the record he's chasing. 1902 bike ran before him on course 3 with a speed of 137.103 at mile number 2. Jeff Stillwell on course number 2 in the 7707. He runs a 496 cubic inch BAE engine in a 1927 Model T body. Jeff Stillwell is out of England, the city of Wormshill. Crew chief on this vehicle is Nick Davies and Rob Loring. That's the crew chiefs. Crew includes Scott Barnes, Scott Campbell, Tony Thacker, and the sponsors are Redline Synthetic Oil, CP Carrillo. Oh, and he's on course now. Course number 3. And his chute is out at the 3 1/4. His speeds, mile number 2 was a 212.254. At the 2 1/4 was 241.090. And going past us at the 3 at 254.253. Record is 289.239 that he's chasing. Sponsored by Redline Synthetic Oil, CP Carrillo, Aries, Mix Paint, and Optima Batteries. This time his best speed at the 3 was 254. He ran 2 days ago. He had a 282 with this vehicle. Really close to the record. And that was at mile number 4. He ran 258 at the 3 on that run. This time he ran 254 at the 3. The Suguru Murakami record of 125 is what he was chasing. He had a speed of 85.820 at the 2 with an 88.299 at the 2 1/4. Okay, we got Michael J. Sigorski entry here. 286. 103 at mile 2, 193 at the 2 1/4, up to 198.928 as he goes past the 3, needing a 2 to qualify. 2:16 at mile 4. He's still on it, going for the 5. 5 mile was a 2:24.460. This is the 9006 entry. Michael J. Sigorski from Escanaba, Michigan. 272 inches of Chevrolet powering this 2014 ZL1 Chevrolet. Alternate driver is Paul Powell III. Crew chief is Paul Powell. The crew includes David Armentrout and Ann Fix. Sponsored by Argonix Incorporated. Record thereafter is 286.780. That was set by, was it Steve Driver? Stan Driver. Anyway, the Drivers Racing entry set that record in 2021. Next vehicle on course number 2 is vehicle number 802. .802 is Kevin Edgman. This is a 128 cubic inch Harley Davidson powering a 2017 Harley Davidson FLTRX 3000 cc modified, partially streamlined pushrod gas motorcycle. Current record is 192.199, set by Perkins Performance Harley Davidson at Finals 2002. Kevin Edgman is out of Denver, Colorado. He is the primary driver. His crew chief is Joe Glaze and Jason Leeper is the crew on this vehicle. Sponsored by Brock's Performance, Evolution Industries, and Figurati Designs. Oh, there's another handwritten sponsor here. Road Skulls V-Twin Performance. So needing a and here he was running 3000 MPSPG. Okay, we'll scratch the motorcycle. We're now going to 388 on course number 2, which is XXO blown gas modified pickup. He's currently on course, running a 138.842 at mile 2, up to 139 at the 2 1/4. This is Mark Miller, MRJ Racing entry, needing a 158 to qualify. Got a 239 at the 2 1/4. Mile 3. Where is he? He hasn't gone by yet. Mile 3. Yeah, he did go by. 142.136. Oh, he's on course number 2. Needing a 158 to qualify. See how he does in mile 4. Wasn't a very big jump between the 2 1/4 and the 3, only 139 to 142, so we're not expecting mile 4 to produce a heck of a lot more. Looks like it might have been a turnout after that. And he was. And a couple of minutes ago we had a run by the bike number 434 at a speed of 40 miles an hour. We just now completed a run by the bike 667 with a speed of 111.714 at the 2 mile with the 113 2 1/4 time. Next vehicle on this course will bike number 83. This is Dave LaValle again with a record of 120 that he's chasing. Richard Kurskal, oh here we go, on course number 1. It's vehicle 1651. That looked like the Barracuda to me. Must be a class change. They set a record earlier, I believe. Now 2, 185.680. 2 1/4 was 203.79. At 3, 12.54. And at 4, big jump on that one, 246.007. At the 5, 286.339 with a 301 exit speed. This is number 651. I think that would have been the 165 car. Yes, it was. It's the 651 vehicle. Gary Matronga with a 5302-inch, 5302cc Chrysler Hemi. 1966 Barracuda. Gary Matronga is out of Sacramento, California. His crew chief is Glenn Hutchinson. Crew includes Jim Hard, Mark Tolgren, Tim Laurie, and Rick Gutierrez. Sponsored by AAA Recycling, Seven Leaves, California. Sherm's Custom Plating. Okay, he was running AA blown gas competition coupe, so I'm going to assume he's running AA blown fuel competition coupe. And I believe they got a nice record with that car earlier, a couple of days ago. Well, actually, it must have been yesterday they got it. So he's changed classes and he's going after another record. And I'll have to look that up and see what was his speed. At a 286.331 at the 5. Let's see what the record is in AA blown fuel competition coupe. See if he is going to get a record here. Yes. Oh yeah. All right, we've got a channel 1 on our CB is being tied up because someone has their microphone stuck on transmit. So please check and see if you have your CB microphone jammed in your seat or something, because it's shutting us out. We can't use channel 1 on the CB, and it's very critical that we do. We really can't run without it because we've got to be able to communicate with the drivers. So everybody, please check your CBs right now to make sure that you're not stuck on transmit with your mic keyed up somehow, like jammed in the seat or somehow. Check that and clear up this channel 1 problem on the CB. All right, just looked up the record, blown fuel competition coupe, AA. Record is 305, set by Trackmaster George Fields, and we had a 286 run, so we're a little shy of that record. Gary Matranga going after one of George Fields' records, I assume anyway. This is my guess here at what's going on.
Underway.
On course number 2 is 616, the D American Iron Roadster. This is Family Affair 2. Evans driving, needing a 160.840 to qualify. On course number 3, 1010 J Classic Production. Speed of 65.605 at mile 2. Next vehicle will bike number 1033. This is on course 3. This bike is a special construction, partially streamlined.
Of course, so when they cross our path,
This is the Buell Leviathan, J Stark driving, needing a 246 to qualify. He had a speed of 152.
Go ahead, cross course.
152.100 was his mile 2 time. 159.772 was his 2 1/4 time. .975 mile 2 speed for Dan. 129.628. At the 2 1/4, 129.430. I think that's the top speed for that motorcycle. Is 129.
On course 2 is 252. The D Road Fuel Modified Mini Pickup of Salt A Racing. He's mini running on a 199.051 record.
On course number 2, we have pickup number 252.
Mile 2 speed 140.642.
Mile 2.
1 mile 127.9293.
Mile 2 is a 140.642, up down to 127 at the 2 1/4. On a 199 record, this is Salt A Racing, T. Sweeney, the modified mini pickup number 252. Best speed was 140 on a 199 record. That was only at the first mile there, mile number 2.
101.841.
And he's kind of meandering down the track here at 100 miles an hour past the 3. Where'd he go? Oh, he's on course number 2. All right, you can turn out now anytime. Next vehicle on course number 2, going for a C license, 150 to 175, is the Owens-Borman entry. R. Owens, the driver. Mile 2 speed was 160.138, which is perfect, with a 163 2 1/4 time. So that should suffice for his C license run. Maintaining 163 through the mile 3, so he's got it. Now he's going to make the 175 to 200 run license. Have to do that next time. And the next step will be the 200 to 249 for category A. And eventually he'll be able to run for the record, which is 250 to 299, which is where his record stands. He's got a couple more steps to do it here. On course number 3, the Katana Project. M. Yabe. 203 is the record he's after. He had a mile 2 time of 146.264. And a 166 at a 2 1/4. She is congratulating Bill Daly, That guy racing, he just qualified with his K-blown fuel Lakester.
Originally Florida, but I live between Arizona and Colorado right now. Working in Colorado, but still got a place in Arizona. Not really wanting to get rid of my place in Arizona, so probably just down to night for a while. So lazy. I couldn't see there's nothing there. Not bad. Yeah. I saw some images from Chicago that had similar issues. Wild. Yeah. Yeah. All the people down there along the side with the lawn queue is on that course one would have been able to have the opportunity to release the port from afar. We're gonna go walk the line. We're not gonna be here about 20-30 minutes. We'd like to just circle all the way around the track. Cool, man.
Here, hang on a second. I'll show you something. That mic is trying to plug your phone in. This thing charges really quick. Yeah, that plug there, it wasn't really gaining any ground with the
speed at mile 2 is 139.078. At the 2 1/4 down to 133. So 139.078 on a 152 record. Course number 3, we had bike number 1033 with a speed at mile 2 of 154.689. Next vehicle on course 3 will be Ty Neufeld. He's chasing a record of 158.178. He'll be driving the Red Cup Bullet this time, 4.0. Getting a 158 to qualify. And coming up on course number 1 is motorcycle 1441. It's a 2000cc modified, partially streamlined bike. This is Forstall Racing, Dean Sabatinelli. 225.643 is the record. And his speed, mile 2 was a 174.746. At the 2 1/4 was 183.076. At mile 3 was 194.010. Mile 4, was 208.411. And mile 5, 219.347. Not good enough. On course number 2, it's F. Valdez in the Bean Bandits F Fuel Roadster. This is the Valdez Young Bean Bandits machine. 212 is the record they're chasing here, F Fuel Roadster. On course number 2, course number 3, we have R. Rutherford in the Rutherford McLeish XB motorcycle, number 248. 1350cc modified pushrod fuel bike. Record in class is 173.067. Temperature is currently 84 degrees, humidity 14%, density altitude is 6710. Speed on the Bean Bandits F. Valdez, needing a 212 to qualify. Course number 2. This is the F Fuel Roadster. We'll see what his speeds are here. Currently underway.
Back in line up here.
No. 3400 looks like he was a turnout before the 2. So no times on the Bean Bandits.
I haven't seen it yet.
Meanwhile, on course number 3,
there's
the Rutherford McLeish XB motorcycle. Rutherford driving.
Taylor's husband's car. That 462 that
Haven't seen a speed on that bike yet. Enola Gay Cafe is serving lunch and just about to enjoy a chicken sandwich today. Our favorite eatery, Enola Gay Cafe, out of Wendover. JC is our owner and runs the Enola Gay Cafe. Okay, we have a time on the McLeish Rutherford XB motorcycle. Needing 173 to qualify, had a 126 at mile number 2. Sonny Yano is up next on course number 2 with his motorcycle, 1000cc modified pushrod gas bike. Needing a 157 to qualify. About Sonny Yano here on course number 2 with his bike, needing a 157 to qualify.
Quarter mile 85.577. Mile 3, 87.619.
Course number 1 is 972. This is a D-Gas Lakester. It's the Z-Tex machine. Scott Greenlaw is the driver. Record in class is 254.685, and he's into the 3 with the shootout. Mile 2 time was 181.412. The 2 1/4 was 194.097. And at the 3 mile, with the shootout slowing to 188.895. Scott Greenlaw running on a 254 record.
Tower copies, radio check. Next vehicle on course course 2 is 462, the D Classic Blown Gas Coupe of Stick the Magazine, JN, running on a 217 class record.
On course number 1,
187.791, quarter mile 216.958, mile 3 216.873, and he pulled the chute at 3 3/4. Mile 4 189.
that was the speed on the Stick the Magazine entry. JN's driving, needing a 217 to qualify, and came really close with a 216.958. Wow. 0.3 of a mile an hour off the record. Duplicated that speed at 216.873 at the 3 mile. Meanwhile, on course number 1, the 554 Roadster, C. Watts doing the driving, needing a 261 to qualify. He had a mile 2 time of 151.621, up to 161 at the 2 1/4. Mile 3 time was 161.085. Mile 4 slowing to 158. Mile 5 slowing to 153. Next vehicle on course number 1 here is a bike number 8228. 3000cc blown pushrod blown gas motorcycle. This is the Bonneville Bullet, B stock, doing the driving. Record in class is 209.706. On course number 2, on course now, is the 904 XF Vintage Fuel Altered.
Next vehicle on course 2 is car 904, the XF Vintage.
I'm talking about it. Buzzards Racing, Jay Durheim is the driver. Class record is 142. Mile 2 speed is 134.288. At the 2 1/4 over the record at 143. And mile 3, this is the one that counts, 144.521. So that is a qualifier. Congratulations to Mr. Durheim. Buzzards Racing Team getting a qualifying run in today.
looks like we're back in business, people. I think what happened is a lot of people started showing up and all their cell phones started connecting and slowing the capacity down. So I lowered the upload, but it doesn't look like it affected the stream at all, so we're still live. And keep an eye on the drop frames. I don't see any at the moment, so should be good. So OBS has a thing where it tells you if you're dropping frames or not.
One more mile unless a miracle happens here. Looks like he's not going to get there.
Mile 5 speed 187.974 with an exit of 187.642.
On course number 2, it's 382, D Fuel Modified Mini Pickup. This is Brad's Machine and Fabrication, and Brad Lipple doing the driving. Class record is 141.844. And he is underway.
Next vehicle on course 2 is 382, the D Fuel Modified Mini Pickup of Brad's Machine and Fabrication. D Lapel or Lipple is running on a class record of 141. And it looks like he's turned off early.
Vehicle has cleared the course.
Tower copies, clear course, starting line, next number. Sorry, I heard 402 for the car. I didn't hear after that. Copy. A license, A is in Alpha.
Permission to cross after 420 goes by to the tower.
I believe, and yes, after this park off, the vehicle crashes to the front. Next on course 2 is 402B gas coupe of Oshner Engineering. Class record is 237.045. We're going on an A license, so he needs to go between 200 and 249. By 3. But he's still on it after the 3. Mile speed 157.116, quarter mile 169.778, mile 3 174.872, mile 8 4 188.385. fine. I just was told he was going to the street, so I didn't know if he was going to.
Have stopped on the exit road just before 6. All assist.
Copy. Tower standing by.
On course number 3, let's see, the bike 552 at a speed of 86.905 in both the 2 and the 2 1/4. Mentioned that before. Next up is yes. I was on the phone. I know. I was going to give them the rest of my credit card number if they wanted it, but nobody called back.
When we get over
Bike number 8866 is next up on course 3. This is the Shoveling Bonneville bike. Daniel Lang. Fast record is 169.975.
Course is clear.
Tower copies. Clear course. Starting line. We're ready for a number.
Motorcycle 1607 short. Motorcycle 1607 short.
Copy. Motorcycle 1607 short.
Course number 1 is the 8031 B blown gas rear modified roadster. Bryant Racing. T. Bryant doing the driving. Let's see, this is 8031. Yes, we have information on that. Dan Bryant is the owner from Redding, California. Primary driver is Tim Bryant. Crew chief is Dan Bryant, And the crew listed as Jeff Bryant. It's of course sponsored by Bryant Automotive. 427-inch Dart V8 engine in a 34 Ford. Record in this class set by Rat Trap LSR. Hope set that record at 227.522 at Speed Week 2018. So we're looking for a 227 record here on course number 1. Tim Bryant doing the driving. On course number 2, we have the bike number 1607, the 750cc, needs to go 127 to qualify, had a 122.7273 at mile number 2, up to 124 at the 2 1/4. So he's just a few miles an hour off the record, so see if he can qualify here at mile number 3. Got that mile to do it in. And looking for that now. And he had a 125.114. Unfortunately, that won't do it. And mile number... on course number 1, or 8031. Is Bass Deruvo Eschenbach out of Dallas, Texas. Going past the 3 now. Needing a 241 to qualify on that George Temple record. Driving Gotcha back in 1981. That was an old record for you. Mile 2, 193.507. Mile 2 1/4, 207.112. Mile 3 slowed a little bit to 206.772. Mile number 4 putting it back up there at 225.860. And mile number 5, there it is, a 252.340. That will be a qualifier on a 241 record. So congratulations, qualified in the 5 at 252.340.
Oh, by the way,
is off the course.
you gotta look at the rear end of this thing.
Nice run. It was kind of up and down on those speeds. I was kind of surprised at that. Godzilla 2 again. 1148 is the number. G gas streamliner. Record he's chasing is 290. No, 260.690. Still seeing if they can't get that bugs figured out on that machine. I don't think they've made it past the 3 yet. Uh-oh. I think they just turned out at the quarter, sure enough. Another little problem with that car. Still not making it down to the 3. On course number 2 is 7555 Bernard Watson. Looks like Bernard Watson is a turnout also. Boy, nobody seems to want to get down the course lately here. Next vehicle is 747. This is Wayne Yurton again with the beautiful little C2 Corvette. Wayne Yurton is after his own record of 246.979. That was established last year at World of Speed. This is a 1965 Chevy Corvette running Class B Modified GT. Wayne Yurton is from San Jose, California. His crew chief is Derek Jones, with Jim Jubenville, Max Sigel, Tony Brown, and Tim Clements are all crew members. Sponsored by C2 Restorations, Corvette Central, and Eckler's Corvettes. Will be the next vehicle up on course number 1. Course 2 and 3, we're waiting for their next vehicles. At the starting lines, we have the D&D Snowballs snow cones featuring the Screamer with a vanilla ice cream in it. Also, the taco truck is down there at the starting line, so if you want to get a bite to eat at the starting line, you can grab yourself from the taco truck. Okay, on course 1, 747. This is Wayne Yurton, and he just passed our position now. He's still on it down there. He's cooking. Needing a 246 to qualify. Had a 207.305 at mile 2, 227 at the 2 1/4, 234 at mile 3, 246.415 at the 4. Real close. Needs a 246.979. And at the 5, he did it. The 252.223 on a 246 record. Congratulations. Take it to impound. We'll see you in the morning.
Around this oil spill that's right in front of the access road to go to the tower. Trailer bus.
Coming up on course number 2 is the CAIR. Again, after that 212 record by Dominic Granada. This is Ben Thomas in the Bird Rock Mobile Gas Special. This is car number 1919. Course number 2, Ben Thomas, needing a 212 to qualify, had a 152.363 at mile 2, up to 164 at the 2 1/4. Mile 3 was up to 169.006. Not sure if he's a long course car or not with that one. Nope. So his top time was 169.006 at the 3. And the wind is currently 6 miles an hour out of the southwest. Density altitude is 6922. Next vehicle on course number 1 is the 400 Streamliner of Clark and Hall. And you need a 348.342 to qualify. 2 is bike 133, 1650cc, special construction vintage fuel bike. This is Sushi Yasui, the Tweakers machine, needing a 147 with this bike. And the Streamliner number 400 is well, both courses are a little slow getting these vehicles running, it seems like. I guess there's no rush at either track, either of the course start lines. Probably not a big lineup behind them, so there's no pressure. Yes. Underway on course number 2, Yasui is going after 147 record. Mile 2 is 125.168 and down to 113 at the 2 1/4. At Armour Straight. Did you lose one? That was at the gas station.
The gas station.
Yeah, it must have fallen out of your truck when you were filling up or something. It's not?
The gas station, no.
Oh, that's where it was found.
The gas station.
Well,
What do you mean, the one on the side?
the one out here at the exit.
Trailer.
Yeah.
That is on the-
Okay,
You mean
that's the gas
station
station I
in
meant.
town.
Oh, I thought you meant this. No, not this gas
You
station.
just get one of them, did you?
They just found one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck. Sushi Yasui putting in a run of 125.168 on a 147 record. And on course number 1, the Clark Hall Streamliner, looking good out there. Mile 2 was a 236.919. 2 1/4 was 274.001. Mile number 3, our position, 288.898. And mile number 4, 317.058. And at mile number 5, 336.463. Well, he's close. 12 miles an hour off the record is all.
I'll come back and get it.
Exit speed on the Clark Hall Streamliner was 345.035, so that's record in class is 348, but of course that's in a full mile. So they're just getting real close now, real close.
The course is clear.
Next bike, motorcycle on course number 2 is 370. This is a special construction pushrod bike, blown fuel. The OMRA bike number 1, Old Men Racing Antiques. This is George Fries, and he he's looking at a speed of 167.435 is the current record.
Debbie, can I have a time on 400?
Top speed was 400.
So he's going to be an
26.
And for 370, no start.
Yes. That's not yours? Okay.
Copy car 720 short.
By the way, we are still looking for 2 arm restraints, not the one we had here in the radio trailer, but we are missing 2 arm restraints. If you have found those, drop them by here and let me know, because we now know the owner for a pair of arm restraints that are missing. Hopefully we can recover those too. Okay, on course number 2, our next vehicle will be the Vintage 4F V4F Street Roadster. This is the Kowalski Cavatoni entry. Jay Cavatoni, the driver. 119 is the record they're chasing. Okay, speed on 7230. Mile 2 is 105.410. Needs a 119 to qualify. Had a 111.111. Interesting numbers. At 2 1/4. Mile 3, let's see. Can he bump it up to over 119.8? Qualify on this run. 1 more mile to do it here.
They're up at the line.
Nope, just maintaining 111.857 through mile 3. So short by 8 miles an hour.
Went through 3 at 111 miles an hour. Looks like he's turning around out around the 3.5.
Your course is clear.
Tower copy, third course, starting line, we're ready for a number. City car 2791, send us.
Clear one.
On course number 2, we have the 2791, the Jackalope Racing. M. Fanning is doing the driving here. 221 is the record he's after. Mile number 2 has a speed of 142.979 with a 154 at the 2 1/4. Mile 3. Only up to 157.038 at mile 3. And the Jackalope Racing team out of Livingston, Montana. Michael D. Fanning is the owner. He's the driver here. Dave Palmer is the alternate driver. Claude Need, Dave Palmer, Dave McKinder, Pat McKinder, and Simon Need are all crew members on this machine. And again, he needed a 271 to 221 to qualify. Did not make that. Running at 157 was his best speed. Driving. Class record is 193.934. 3522 is the number. See what information we have on that machine. They are out of Van Buren Township in Michigan. James Bratby is the driver. Jack Iliff is an alternate driver. Jack is the crew chief. Crew members are Kevin Sharp, Bob Coate, Frank Pochik, and Will Kelly. on course now, on course number 2.
Good you.
157.463 was the mile 2 time. James Bratby is doing the driving here. 2 1/4 was up to 177. That's a nice jump.
I agree, 181.
181.533 through the 3 mile. Mile speed coming up. 192.323. One last mile to do it. He's just right on the edge of the record there. 192.323 on a 193 record. There it is, 200.534. Congratulations. That looks like a qualifier. Jack Iliff at the controls.
Yeah!
Nice speed, over 2. So
Let's go!
maybe if he's not already in that category, maybe he's shooting for a red hat here. What do you think, huh?
That was a qualifier. Mile 5 of 200.534 on a 193 record.
Yes.
Hello. You're the radio station man, right? Nice to meet you. Hey, I'm Chris. I'm from New Zealand. We're a bit late, but just about going to start now. So we're car 57 from New Zealand.
57. Let me see if I've got you in the book here.
Possibly not.
Well, you
Just
just
the
entered?
entry didn't go through, so we have to start again a wee bit.
Okay. So it's the Kiwi Coupe.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're Kiwis, and we've got the Kiwi Coupe. That's through my da-da-da-da. That's my t-shirt.
What's the Lynn?
Yeah, Lou.
Oh, Lou.
Lou, right?
Just L-E-W. Or L-E-W.
L-I-E. Doesn't matter, as long as you say Lou, you'll be right, mate.
Anyway, it's Lou.
Yeah.
Just so I say it right.
Yep.
Okay. Lou Gray and Chris
Barnes, that's me.
That's you, Chris. Okay.
Yeah.
Lou.
So the drivers are Lou again and Bruce Stewart.
Who's going to be driving it first, Lou?
Lou. So we're just going to go up onto Rocky's bar now. So now.
Lou is Shane Newlands.
Yeah. Mechanic, best mechanic. Tanya.
Tanya.
Yeah. Tanya.
Shevsky.
Yeah, definitely. John Gray, Bruce Thornton, but he's the driver. It doesn't matter.
Francis.
Greg, Kevin Christie, Guy Hamilton, and me again. I don't care.
Perfect.
So we're chasing the 1998 Ultra Lab. We were last year in 18 and we managed to get to 20 miles an hour. Also, we're after the 28-year-old record. Made 3 months. Stone Quarry, New Zealand, Action Engineering, stateside. So that's a hot rod club, and that's a one stone club, this is a hot rod club. Hot rod club says, yeah, to find some money and there's one there, hot rod club, and they try and help us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hard to get from New Zealand, small ports.
Oh, yeah. No
You
kidding.
probably know all about that.
Yeah, I was part of the movie making, so I know all about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate the job you do.
Yeah, you bet.
Appreciate it. It's good to be back and like get.
Good to see you back here. Good luck to you. On course number 1, just had a run by the 660, the V4 Blown Fuel Lakester. Montana Dodge Boys, J.C. King, the driver. Needing a 222 to qualify. Had a 164.90 at the 2. Up to 176, 2 1/4, 178.170 at the 3. And maintaining 178.772 at the 4. Backing out of it after that. So, did not make a qualifier on that one, but we did on the previous run on course number 2. A nice 200-mile-an-hour qualifying run.
Copy, car 581 short.
This vehicle on course 2 is 581 C Gas Roadster. Jason McColgan is the owner and driver on this machine. A 261.285 is the record. 581.
Copy, underway.
Everyone.
.581 on course now, needing a 261 to qualify. This is Jason McColgan out of Germantown, Tennessee. Jason is the primary driver. Alternate driver is Graham McColgan. Crew chief is Don Ray. Crew members are Jason McColgan and Graham McColgan.
Sticker or the printout right now.
Through the 2 at 144.796. At the 2 1/4 was 160.612.
There'll probably be a little celebration.
And at the 3, 165.1.
Not gonna be doing anything crazy tonight.
Looks like he's still on it out there. And now I pulled the chute. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's over on course 2. Pulled the chute about the 4 mile, it looks like. Had up to 178.837 was his mile 4 time. On course number 1, next vehicle will be bike number 6912. This is a 1350cc modified fuel motorcycle. This is Schwarz Racing. Nikolai Schwarz is the driver. Record in this class is 203.121. Course number 1, we're underway here with bike number 6912. Okay, on a 203 record, Nikolai Schwarz has a 173.866 at mile number 2. 178 at the 2 1/4. Mile number 3, 182.745. All right, vehicle number 1132 motorcycle. Red Cup Rooster, Jackson Sanders. He's on course number 2. He is underway now through the 1 and approaching the first measured mile. Course number 2, class record of 138. Jackson Sanders, he's cooking out there. Mile 2 is a 161.503, and mile number 3 down to 151.088. So it looks like 1132 is qualified.
Right now, otherwise I need to come behind for a vehicle.
Okay, I was just looking up 132 in my book here. I show that he qualified twice. Yesterday at a 148 and again at 158. Today he's qualified at 161. And I don't know if he was, he's been using those qualifying and running on those records. Let's see if he did.
Okay, course 1 is clear. We are ready for the next vehicle.
No. Course is clear.
Our copy is for course. Thank you. Ready for another. 459.
I think they're not showing his record he set this morning. I believe he set a record of 167 or something like that. So his 161 here would probably not be a qualifying run on this one, because he did set a new record this morning, and I think he backed up his 167 with another one. So I believe that's what it was. Okay. Number 59, Sea Gas Roadster. This is the Volk Brothers and Nish Racing. G. Martin is doing the driving. Record in class is 261.285. On course number 2, bike number 5647. It's a 50cc modified, partially streamlined. It's Grieven